Wow. So there's a direct correlation then between just our overuse, perhaps,
absolutely,
of consuming just mind-numbing things on our devices, and how that relates to just our everyday life, how we socialize with other people, interact with other individuals, and even am I correct in saying even our work ethic can be affected by this as well?
Absolutely, because everything in technology is built to help life be easier, right? It's like, if this app doesn't do exactly what I'm thinking, then the designers did it wrong. Like, it should be easy. And so we start to think that life is that way. Well, it doesn't take too long before you get out into nature and you realize that nature is not built to make our lives easy. Like, when you're camping or whatever, it's not easy. You have to work at it. And it's the accomplishment of the work and achieving something that's difficult that really gives you that satisfaction and builds that resilience. And so, like the games, for example, they are challenging in a certain way. Like, I think about several of the games my kids like to play, and I'll play them too, because there's recreation. Sure. And there's a time to sit back and kind of relax and recreate and, take it easy. But the fact that these devices have become so personal and you can take them anywhere has taken away our abilities to go to work. Okay. So, like, for example, you take the technology with you into the bathroom. Right? Like, can you imagine what it was like? We grew up in a video age game era, right? Sure. If you were to say to your mom, "Hey mom, I've been thinking, how about we just put the Nintendo right in the bathroom,
right
on
next
the
to
toilet.
The toilet, so that way,
I can play while I'm on the toilet." Like, right? That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Or if you're like, "Hey mom, how about I take my TV monitor and Nintendo into church, and so I can just play right in the pews." Right? Or at school, right? Like, no teacher would let you put a TV and a Nintendo gaming control system right on your desk in the middle of your education.
Right.
But we're doing that because these devices have become so small, so personal, and so private, right? That's one of the other big issues about how technology has become detrimental in many ways. And it's not that the technology itself is detrimental. It's the way that we use it.
Right.
Because it's become so invasive, so addictive, and we don't put it in its place. So we often talk about, you can use technology as a tool or a toy. And the interesting thing is, most often parents make the decision to get technology for their kids based on the idea that it's going to be a tool for them, right? Like, I want my kid to be tech savvy, and so I'm going to give him a phone.
Right.
Right. Well, what percentage of the time does your kid use the phone to create stuff versus consume stuff? Consume, like scrolling on Instagram or sending Snapchat or, I don't know. I mean, my kids actually, we really enjoy having GarageBand on the iPhone, and they can make music from it.
Sure.
Right. And there's some creative ability there, or that they have the iMovie app, so they can actually not just record film, but then they edit it and, put something together to make it.
I have a 13-year-old, and that's one of the things that he enjoys doing.
Yeah.
And that is something that I actually support, right?
Absolutely.
Because he's coming up with these plots, he's creating these movies, he's got his own little YouTube channel, and we support him in that because it's a way for him to use his creativity and to, learn new skills and video editing and stuff like that.
And it's very neurologically stimulating.
Right. And so those are the kind of things that you're talking about. Those are the kind of things that really are good.